got an exciting episode.
Cheers.
To our, which episode is this?
6. Sex in German.
Sex.
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah.
Say, shist in Russian. Vets in Armenian. Say in Italiano. And how do you say it in German?
Sex.
Sex.
That's our favorite.
Das ist Wassen. I've been doing semen retention, speaking about sex.
Semen retention, what is that?
When you don't jerk off for a while.
Oh, no.
It's hard the first, 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, bro, I feel the boost. I feel the creativity.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I hear boxers do, right?
Everyone, supposedly,
lighters.
what they do.
Uh-huh.
But they also, a lot of them, if they're on steroids or the, what do you call it? The fucking...
HBH?
HBH or HBO, all that. Like, they testosterone or whatever, they gotta
Growth
fucking
hormone.
either fuck a lot or bust a lot. Or they'll go like bananas.
For sure. Yeah.
So I don't know what is what, but I know that it's
It's a real thing.
It's been helping me. It has helped me
Focus. Yeah.
and yeah.
Would you feel on edge at all?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure if this is. I'm not sure if it's coincidental.
Yeah.
But I want to say women notice you more.
Yeah, I could see. Maybe you're releasing your pheromones more.
Yeah.
Because think about it, all that testosterone that's built up has to come out somewhere.
I believe,
Right?
of course.
Yeah, you sweat it out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like I had a girl at the gym. I mean, bitches can't do no introduction to guys, but she was like, I was like, bro, I was going crazy on dips. Crazy on fucking dips, bro. Like
Your own body weight?
own body weight.
Yeah.
But I'm like on 114. I usually do until 100 or 101. But I was like on 114. I was like, I'm only doing dips. Because it was like the gym was closing. And I only had like 45 minutes. So I just did, just jumping and shit. And then, and I'm listening to I'm actually listening to, the motivational song, but John Jones, the UFC fighter, like just UFC fighters talking about what drives them and then how they have to have like regular lives and then go to the gym 2 or 3 times a day and fucking get beat up and then go and fight. Like, I was like, God damn, that's more intense than us comedians. And then she was like, am I doing this right? And I'm like, is this bitch trying to like talk to me? But I've seen so many videos on TikTok and everything else. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to talk to no fucking bitch. And she's wearing those like wild gym outfits. Bro.
Yeah,
you
like
wouldn't even
that.
wear that to the club. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and there's like dudes next to me who were so fucking bigger than I was, like steroids big. And I'm like, she asking me like, ask those other motherfuckers, And then I was like, whatever. I'm like, what's your name? Where you from? Blah, blah, blah. I start, and then, she was like, I'm from Poland. I'm Polish. And then, and just got like, I was like, this bitch is boring. She said something, but it's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. But she was into you. And she wanted to get some of your training, your personal training.
So I was I was impersonal. I was impersonal.
Yeah.
And yeah. It I gotta say, females at the gym, are wearing the same outfits and are doing so much that I don't even, they actually get on my fucking nerves. Like they used to drive me. I was like, man, that bitch is actually, there would be these like, maybe two girls, maybe a few girls in the last few months that I've seen. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use this to hit the fucking, to get bigger.
Yeah.
But most of them, they're just fucking, they're trashy, bro. Trashy. We should have like a button that fucking trashy.
Yeah.
We should have some shit fucking trashy.
Yeah.
But that's, I don't know how we got into this. Oh yeah, semen retention. Yeah, Trump almost died, maybe.
Yeah. Where were you when that happened?
I was at the gym.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I came out the gym, I was like, I have to do a fucking. I looked at all the fucking. Looked at different
TV screens.
pages, and I'm like, I'm gonna be the first to speak on it, and everything I said turned out to be accurate.
What'd you say?
I said there was no way this was random. And I said there's drones, there's private security teams, sniper teams. There was how the Secret Service didn't get all the high ground, and then they let this guy. And then then I was like, nah, there's something. And then they hit his ear. And then the photo op was fucking too crazy, too quick, too crazy, too dope, too legendary. And they still left him on the stage after that.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, videos came out of the people like pointing at the guy, recording for like a couple minutes before and then today it came out that a cop went on the ladder, talked to the guy. The guy pointed his rifle on the cop, and then the cop came down the ladder.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, and you're like, and they still technically don't have the actual who the guy was. Like the first they said it was like this guy named Crooks, and then some other and I'm like,
and then that dude made a video about it, like saying
he's like, it's not me, and then it was
you
like,
got the wrong guy,
and it was a fat guy in the beginning. It was like a Antifa. You're like, nah, it's definitely a psyop.
Yeah,
it's definitely. And then they go, oh, immediately it's the head of the Secret Service is a woman, and I was like, yeah, but the Secret Service, I doubt, answers to her. The Secret Service is the best shooters of all shooters. Yeah, top 1%. Yeah, they're not gonna be like, oh, I don't care about Trump. You're like, nah, bro, there's absolutely, listen, I'm a 100% Trump supporter. Yeah. Like I said, anyone even who thinks about voting for Biden, bro, it's just unreal. Yeah. It's unreal. But even you're like, come on, bro, like, what do you guys...
But that shit that was too perfect though, right?
Yeah.
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 And then you're going to let him like pump his fist and say, fight, fight. Like, who says that? Like right after that happens. I like you said, it's too perfect.
Bro, even before the fucking thing, the secret, if anything, it could have happened in New York when he was going into the fucking New York, not when, and then the snipers were like, bro, there's only one building facing the president doing the speech. Yeah. Not even a building, like just fucking one high ground area.
What was it, like 20 feet high tops?
20 feet high, but he had all these fucking... Yeah. He had like, that we know of, at least that showed 4 sets of 2 sniper teams. 4 sets of, you have the person looking, and then you have the gun. You're like, this guy was able to get off 5 shots.
And those military dudes, dude. I have never seen those guys before. The dudes all in black in the tactical gear, and then the guys all in green in the tactical gear.
Bro, they're not even. Oh, the crazy part was the female Secret Service when she was fumbling the fucking thing, and then there was one where she was hiding behind him.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's. I did see right after people wearing Trump gear at the gym, and it definitely. And now when I was like driving around, there's so many flags, and I'm like, I get it. You. In terms of if we're a wild political game, you gotta hit Biden when he's completely down, because like people, they're trying to get Biden. New York Times and all these people are like, okay, we gotta find a replacement for Biden. So might as well just fucking go for the fucking jugular, and then do this, because how long left? You know, because they're probably gonna throw some race shit. Some black guy is gonna get murdered by the fucking cops right before the elections, and then some fucking tranny's gonna go into the girl's bathroom, and then the father's gonna kill him or some shit, because they know that like the Democrats are gonna be like, fuck, what are we gonna do to, you know? So I'm like, I don't want to get to the bottom of this, but it's like, you're like, fuck, man, it's.
Bro, how about when Biden was talking to the Zelensky and he's like, and then my Vice President Trump.
And he's like, I'm the first black fucking
President?
vice president and everything else.
Yeah. Dude, that made me laugh.
Bro, the crazy thing is,
yeah.
okay, let's just say all this fucking thing is like, we know both of them are still gonna do whatever the fuck Israel says, and the council, whatever but it's like, how, after all these years, does anyone vote for Trump? Like I did my buddy Randy Valerio's podcast, who opens for Jeff Dye, and he could not even fathom just everything I was telling him in terms of how the war in Ukraine started, why I'm from Ukraine but I'm pro-Russia, why I'm anti-Zionism, anti-Israel. He's like, he didn't understand. He's like, he said, oh, I'm on the Ukraine side because I'm pro-democracy. He had no idea that Ukraine was the most corrupt country in Europe. And I'm like, brother, when someone knows, I want to say nothing about something, anything you say, you have to tell them the minimal. Like if someone's learning physics, you're not going to be like, okay, energy is neither created nor destroyed. They're going to be like, what? No, you're going to be like, this is, whatever, force, distance equals rate, rate, this is time. You're not going to be like, well, Einstein said the theory of relativity. You're not going to jump to that.
Unless you're Terrence Howard.
Oh, my God. What a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
But
we all know 1 + 1 is equals 2.
Yeah, but
1 × 1.
That's what happened. And then he got, Joe Rogan got Weinstein. And then this guy, in a very gentle way, was saying
he was gentle. I was waiting for him to bitch slap him.
Because you can't be like, brother.
Yeah, you can.
At that level, you can't, because then they're going to be like, who the fuck do you think you are? It attests to your, just like if someone says, hey, I know what a good joke is. And then you're not going to be like, hey, because you're passionate about that.
Yeah.
If someone is bringing so much knowledge, so much attention to this thing that's not cool, for example, if comedy wasn't cool, you're not going to be like, hey, bro, you're not funny. You should never even think about it. You never should even come outside of the house even talking about that.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, bro, listen, have you performed more than 5 minutes?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so when you do perform, and then we can talk about it. But until, that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because he also can't be like, because there's Joe Rogan. But that's just what happens, bro. When you're in this reality, when everyone's like, hey, saying yes to you, like Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's daughter goes to a school board with a face mask, this
18-year-old?
I don't know how old.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck, you're like, there's no way you know exactly what's going on in the world because you're a fucking cajillionaire. You're a cajillionaire. You just fucking act.
Like Trump?
Which part?
Being a quadrillionaire.
He's being a cajillionaire, but
since he was born. Does this guy have a grasp of like what like a regular person like he doesn't know. Like that's why I don't understand.
He definitely, bro. After
that dude's never been in a fight, bro.
I want to say there has no one.
He's never been in a fight. He said that when he
in
was
a physical fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, why would he?
Why would he? Bro, like I
No, but anyone who
even girls, they've been in at least one fight.
Sure.
2 fights.
He again, no matter how much money you're given, you have to make it work. Okay? Granted all that. I don't give a fuck about his upbringing. He's he fucked people over, real estate, whatever. 100%. The fact that you are able to, and you're in business and you're fucking conniving, never been in a fight, never been any what is it like any like obstacles, let's say, to become the president, and then for 4 years from even before you get into office, you are, and your family and your team and your kids and your wife and ex-wife and everything else, literally every single day are battling against the FBI setting you up, the CIA setting you up, every Democratic politician, many Republicans, your vice president, like that level, you're like, oh, that's insane. To be able to win that. To be able to go against the fucking global system for 4 years, even more. Now it's been 7 years. And then still go on and then be like, all right, like that's that level of mental tenacity, bro. And no UFC fighter, all these professional fighters are mentally deranged. So there's a level between physically fit and then mentally. Because whenever you see all these like criminal organizations, the muscle is a meathead who just kills or gets the money. But the brains of the organization, Carlo Gambino, Costello, Castellano, this.
Cheney.
We're not talking about the fucking Cheney and then Rumsfeld and then that's a system from like old, pre-World War One. But Trump is not pre-World War One. Trump is your dad, your grandpa got millions, billions, and then you have to continue it. There's no one else that's fucking. I know he has a sister, might be a judge or whatever, but to be able to go fight all that and still be getting in the mix is wild. Is wild. You got to give him that. Yeah, but maybe you have to have that thing where you're like, I'm going to be the president of the United States. You're like, that fucking Mormon who's a billionaire. All these billionaires tried to be president. No one became president. He became president.
Yeah.
He went against Hillary, the most evil fucking person in the world. He went against Bush. He went against everyone.
Yeah.
Obama. He's going against. He's going against all of them now.
Well, he's not going against Obama now.
Oh, who do you think is running it? Biden? Biden's wife is running the fucking show.
No, the thing is, like, like Trump was a perfect storm of different things because none of those people that you mentioned had a hit reality show. And none of those people have been famous for being a rich billionaire since, the 70s. And so he's always been in the public eye, dating supermodels, just running shit in New York, all that stuff. And then, to have that hit reality show, dude, people are just enamored by celebrity and people in that sort of thing. And The Apprentice it took things to like different levels, bro. And he came off of The Apprentice, man. And then he developed his own catchphrase, "You're fired." People love catchphrases, man. America, dude, like it totally makes sense why he's such a hit. I'm not taking anything away from him, for that or this and that. I'm just saying that as far as relatability, it's like, dude, this dude, how is he doesn't relate to us, bro. Like if he saw us in the street, he wouldn't even look at us twice, bro. You know what I mean? And we're probably the classier of the group that he's normally in front of. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think he really thinks of them?
Yes, but also he appealed to just because of the voter turnout. He appealed to the mine workers, the blue collars, that people that flip the states, and he's a billionaire. So imagine how exactly whatever you said, how difficult it is for him to appeal to us. And we're so cynical, and we're like, you're a fucking billionaire real estate guy. We're fucking whatever. We don't give a fuck. But again, he did. And just by the gift of gab, just by talking shit and lying and people calling him out on his lie, and just fucking, how many people had of a hit TV show, catchphrase, trademark, way more wealthier than him, and they never could even become governor? He became president. And he's going to be president again. At what level, you're like, this is God-given talent, mental tenacity.
Dude, Mr. Beast is talking about possibly running.
You never know what people are capable of. No one knew who the fuck Trump was a fucking disgusting old man who, fucking... But again, it's like when time meets whatever, like preparation or whatever, like you never know, bro. Yeah. Like Obama was prepped, and then he turned out to be a fucking homo. But no president has been attacked so vehemently for four plus years than Trump, and he's still fucking going. And he's still fucking going.
He is. So, what are your predictions? You made those predictions when he got shot. What predictions now that you know some more info? What do you think?
Something major is going to happen, and then they're going to forget. And the craziest, the biggest bombing in months has happened in Palestine. They bombed, the Israelis bombed this encampment, killing 100 people and wounding 400.
When did that happen?
Today.
Oh yeah, of course. The world is fucking occupied thinking of this. They're like, this is it. Perfect. They think we're fucking dumb, right?
No.
Like
even if we're not dumb. There's these think tanks.
Yeah.
There's these think tanks that go into different countries and they topple regimes. They know what they know about whatever they're supposed to know. They're just like, whatever's apparent to us, we're like, hey, listen, Trump is a dumb fuck. But there's something that the globalists hate about this guy. That you're like, this guy has done so much evil, like every president, but you're trying to send him to jail because he paid off a whore. You're like, something's not right. But these think tanks, they know, hey, you're not going to do anything. And if we do have an idea that you might change the public perspective, we'll kill you. Like the guy who did a meme that fucked over Hillary Clinton, they give him years in prison. No one knows. Hey, I'm sorry, what? Or Julian Assange, they're like the guy responsible for Hillary's defeat and for Trump becoming president, also one of the reasons. They said you have to sign a thing that says, okay, you know, and then you have to delete a lot of shit off WikiLeaks documents, and then you can go home. For them to be like, you're like, bro, there's so much so at what point do people are like, and then you got Robert F. Kennedy, who's the fucking biggest CIA cocksucker, who's like, yeah, Israel's the best, and everything's I'm accurate about the vaccine, but you're like,
he's another rich cocksucker that doesn't identify with the regular person.
There's no way he's gonna identify with the regular person. They killed his fucking, and he can't even speak on it. They killed his fucking family, boss.
Yeah. Yeah. They sure did.
But anyway, besides that, there is a awakening happening.
Uh-huh.
Like, we know they're not going to let this. America is oligarchy. It's not a democracy. No matter what the fuck you think, it's oligarchy. Just like in Russia.
Yeah.
Like, you think, and they go, how is it? You go, your vote doesn't go to the president. It goes to the superdelegates.
Yeah.
You're like, you think they're going to allow someone like the guy in El Salvador to come in and make real change? No. The Jew lady in Mexico, you think the people voted for her? The cartel allowed her.
Dude, did you hear there was like 37 candidates?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was misinformation. It wasn't.
Is that true?
No, there was, but it was through like all the process. It wasn't for the presidential. It was like in the municipalities of Mexico City.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
And then they're like, oh, she's pro-Israel, whatever. It's weird that the Argentinian guy president swears allegiance to Israel like crazy, and then she was like, hey, listen, I'm Jewish, my people are from Jewish, but I'm not like practicing Jew, whatever. Yeah. Because Trump and the Mexican president, they were arguing, and then something happened, and then they're like, okay, now we're gonna allow people to come into Mexico, and then you're like, you have to be, there's no way you guys are disagreeing on, there's no way you guys are not like, hey, listen. It's just like the defense and DA. Federal cases, 95% of federal cases are decided outside of the fucking courtroom. They're like, hey, listen, I have to apply, like I have to,
plea.
Not plea, when the DA has to get, they have to get picked to be a DA again.
Oh, elected?
Elected. So they're like, I'll give you this and I'll give you that. It's like, they're not going to fuck around and change the global system. They're not going to put some random president, random prime minister, except what happened in France. France was like, that's why they had last minute quick snap elections, because the guy was going to really there's going to be a leftist president who was going to really fuck shit up. But they're going to be like, hey, you guys already know what's happening in the system. We're not going to put a new guy, and then a new guy has to talk to the military and the cartel and then the people there. We want things to go smoothly. Unless some big shit happens, and then all the countries have to be prepared. Like, okay, Russia and Ukraine are going to go to war, and this is our time to, take control of the global fucking oil and everything else. But that's when you have only three powerful people in the world. China, the Russian, American, whatever they do, everyone else has to fucking follow. What are you going to do, go against them? All right, you're done.
Yeah.
So they're not going to allow some fucking another candidate. You're like, Robert F. Kennedy is part of the fucking system. Trump, no matter what, you know, Trump didn't pardon anyone. He didn't pardon Assange. He did the fast track for the fucking vaccine, and he didn't arrest Hillary. And it's a thing like, hey, bro, you're not going to do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know, but something's happening where they're going so hard against him. And then for him and then his team to stage this thing, I get it. Someone died and everything else. Yeah, but that's what and then people are like, yeah, but innocent people died. Yeah, innocent people died at 9/11. Who do you think did that? People are like, do you give a fuck about the population?
No.
30 elementary school, high school kids were burned to death in Mexico. And they're like, oh, and then everyone involved was killed. You're like, in a school bus.
Bro, how about that shooter that in Vegas that killed fucking like 80 people, bro?
Wasn't it more? It was like the biggest.
Yeah. Bro, how did everyone just forget about that shit? Like, that dude was like just taking off innocent people at a concert, bro.
No one knows how. They say it was way more than one dude. There was not one shooter.
And then how about one of the hotel workers that like saw some shit, and then that dude ended up dead.
Hotel worker. No, but no one knows what happened to the guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then his wife ran to the Philippines, escaped to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's video, and then Dan Bilzerian running around, and then they're saying there was one shooter, but it just kept going. You're like, no, bro, nothing.
Nothing.
And then you have January. Did you see the January 6th ruling?
January.
That everyone has to be released. That everyone's going to be released now.
Really?
Yeah, last month, 3 weeks ago.
Everyone has to be released right now.
They just proved that the Supreme Court. They said none of it was
justified.
Not justified. Yeah, none of the rest were justified, but none of it was mutiny or not a mutiny.
Insurrection.
Insurrection.
Oh wow.
And then the justices had a whatever when they passed something, and then so they said everyone
a veto.
Not a veto when a ruling comes and then they talk about it against it or whatever, but it stands.
Wow.
Yeah. So everyone is. So all the.
What about that dude from the Proud Boys? Did that dude stay in jail?
I don't know about that, but
25 years.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but he was definitely an FBI informant. But imagine, how is it not media global news that these people were? They actually said they actually can sue the federal government that they were in prison for 3 years for nothing. There was no proof of any insurrection, anything. But to this day, January 6th, the pipeline explosive with cameras and everything else, none of it. None of it. You're like, there's so much happening behind the scenes that they don't.
Yeah. Well, bro, like, yeah, that FBI is one thing, but then the CIA is another thing, you know, and they're on their own shit. They're doing like crazy shit, you know, kind of like what you were just talking about earlier about people going into other countries and disrupting shit and doing stuff.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But how are you, like, how does your jaw not drop when you're like, everyone that was in prison in January 6th, they're ordered to be removed, to release. So they just took these people's lives for nothing. Just because they wanted to. And then they said, yeah, none of it was proven. All the January 6th commission is not showing any evidence. They just fucking dissolved it. And you're like, okay. So they just did this for the last 4 years for nothing.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But, you know, I guess they had to do something, bro, because
they're always going to do something.
Yeah, because, bro, when was the last time that the Capitol was broken into like that on live television?
You think America's going to let that happen, bro? You think they're going to be like, oh, hey, no one had any weapons yet, but someone fucking sitting on the desk? Oh, the guy who, the fucking homeless faggot who beat up Nancy Pelosi's husband, they gave him like 30 years. Who remember when they opened the door, he had a hammer? They just, 30 years. Why isn't this on the media, bro? Why is it on the fucking media that fucking, I don't know.
You don't think he should have got 30 years?
I think Nancy Pelosi and her husband should get 30 years.
I agree with that too. I mean, bro, they just passed something that protects them from inside trading. This lady like has all her fucking billions from that shit.
$100 million, bro.
She's got more than that.
Yeah, of course.
He's got a lot more than that,
bro. And listen, I understand. If you're at this level, you're gonna be like, it's like the football teams. Hey, let's give these players hundreds of millions of dollars. They're making us cajillions.
Right.
Put a little drama here, fucking drama there. I don't give a fuck, bro. This is just with politics.
Yeah.
Except with America, you don't see it, but in other places, people are dying. There's limbs are getting blown up. Little babies are getting their jaws blown up. They're losing land. They're losing churches, synagogues, mosques, genocide. But it's like it doesn't happen here because you're like, but this was the Roman Empire play. They're like, let the people be busy.
Yes. That's why, bro, they want us to hate each other. So we don't realize how bad we're getting fucked. Bro, if you're red team, I'm blue team, they want us to hate fucking blue team. They want us to hate red team because then we don't see how bad we're getting fucked. And we don't we don't realize that fucking Israel just did this operation where they fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they want. They want, dude, like, you don't think that that's the easiest thing, just like how during the Super Bowl, didn't they have a meeting at the Capitol and they passed fucking some crazy ass bills and laws and shit like that? They knew we were going to be occupied watching the fucking Super Bowl, bro. It's like.
Absolutely. So they hate it when people are like, hey, man, we can have completely crazy takes on politics and whatever, but not on culture. Like, hey, you can be like, okay, I want this people to vote, not this people to vote, borders, what level of, but you can't be like, since they saw that people were getting close, they're like, I don't care about who they vote for, we're still going to be friends. They started getting into the culture, getting into the family. They're like, now we're going to tell you who's going to teach your kids, what we're going to teach your kids. Now we're going to teach your kids normalization of this fucking genderqueer fucking pedophilia.
That's why I'm not having kids, bro.
You have to have kids, brother. People like you should have kids. Good people like you should have kids.
Thank you. Good people also could make a decision of not having kids and helping the world out in a different way. And I will do that. I'll make a better place,
Absolutely.
While I'm here. And I'll make 100%. A difference. And, I'll do my part while I'm here. And I'll be a great uncle to, my brother's kids and my sister's kids.
The best kids.
Everyone remembers, like, a good family member that wasn't their mother and father, right? And that...
Absolutely.
Maybe that wasn't even related to them. That had an impact in their life,
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle definitely touched me, and I always remember. And every
You'll
time
never forget.
No, that's why until I Look at a photo of him, I can't come. That's why I can't be in a relationship, boss.
Semen retention.
No, 100%, 100%. It's you can actually do way more just by everyone in our hearts. We know what's happening and what we should do and what brings us harmony.
But like, you know, this opportunity, because how you said you saw people at the gym, you know, with Trump gear on and stuff like that.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either. That's
not in fucking Pasadena and in the fucking parts of the valley. Like, all right, but like, or like liberal places. Yeah. So, and I'm like, okay, I get it. And it is. I mean, I wish I believed everything was like, oh my God, they're fucking. Oh my God, we landed on the moon. Oh my God, this is the, you know, it's like, you can't, come on, man.
I know, it's crazy, bro.
Like, I wish I watched the movie and I'm like, I know where this is going, because I watch so many movies. We write movies, we do this.
Yeah.
I wish I cared about sports. I don't give a fuck about sports. I love playing it. Like, I'm so competitive. I never let a girl win in fucking on dates. Like, rarely. I was dating a girl who was so good at bowling. We were gonna break up, but I stayed longer. I stayed with her longer so I could beat her in bowling. Like, I dated a girl.
Did she beat you?
She was a monster. She was incredible.
Wow. Yeah.
I had no idea she would destroy me.
Wow.
So instead of breaking up, I was like, I'm going to stay longer with this girl so I can practice, so I can beat her.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Wow.
She got upset because I had attachment issues. I was like, hey, at least you're a great bowler. Bro, some petite, beautiful looking girl.
Wow.
Who was just killing.
That's cool.
I was like, what the fuck?
We got to go bowling.
We got to go bowling.
I didn't know you liked to bowl.
Our friendship is on the line. I'm just really competitive.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, unless if we're going to agree, like, hey, this is for fun or whatever. But, speaking of that shit, I saw old school, what is this? Bro, my fucking memory is dying, bro. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
The retention, bro.
No sleep. No sleep is affecting me, brother.
Damn. How many hours you sleep?
Darts, 90 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Darts, bro, the old fucking darts game. I saw footage of old darts games. Bro, the two guys are fucking shooting it right in the middle. And between things, they're drinking and they're smoking cigarettes and they're cheersing. Bro, there's a fucking clip. It's hilarious.
What are you talking about?
Darts.
Regular darts?
Regular. It's like a darts championship. In this, I don't know, like it was like old.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Oh,
why is it funny?
Bro, they're fucking drinking and smoking cigarettes and cheersing like we're doing, but they're like the two best. And then there's like surrounded by fucking, just put darts, smoking and drinking. You're gonna fucking die, papa. Oh yeah, this guy, fucking 80s, bro. You know these motherfuckers, they coke, cuz.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, man! They got these walk-ins like they're professional wrestlers.
Don't blink. Don't even blink, because
you know these guys don't give a fuck about political correctness. This guy got a fucking Pollock last name.
They don't have audio to this, is it?
They do have audio, brother. Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, Tom Sandusky.
Cliff Lazarenko and Jockey Wilson. Bro, look at these guys, bro.
They're
sweating from the 8-ball they did before round one. Oh my, bro, this guy.
Who's that?
Come on, bro, that's my uncle. Oh my God, this guy.
Wow.
Bro, tell me we wouldn't fucking be the best during these days.
Yeah. Dude, these candidates need to bring the people together like Kendrick Lamar did with the Crips and the Bloods.
Bro, fuck Kendrick Lamar. You can't be a gangster rapper if your uncle's a tranny.
Oh.
Or if you've been molested. Game over.
Jesus.
Game over.
Both? Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah. He said he was molested and his uncle's a tranny.
That's not his fault for being a sexy kid.
I mean, listen. There's certain things like you can't.
Yeah.
If you're not full Sicilian, you can't be part of the mob. And if you've been molested, you can't be a gangster.
Ugh. I thought it was about rhymes, lyrics, and bars.
Yeah, but
So, well, Candace Owens was bringing up.
Candace Owens is going hard, bro.
She is with the conspiracy theories.
Everything she said has been accurate.
Yeah.
So Ben Shapiro, from what I've been following, she challenged Ben Shapiro to a debate, and Ben Shapiro sued her, put a gag order on her, and then so basically they can't talk about her job or what they talked about. But Ben Shapiro was like, "I will debate you anytime, anywhere." And then she was like, and then because he did a gag order against her, he sued her, or some shit.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking pussy, bro. I hate that motherfucker. And Jordan Peterson, bro, he got bought up by the fucking Zios. He lost all his fucking things, man. He lost all his reputation.
Sad.
He was the best. He was the best thing.
Sad.
What?
Best-selling book, bro. He sold like 12 million.
He was revolutionary, bro. He helped so many young men,
bro. And dude, he had so many fucking Muslim followers, and then
they're Christian followers, everyone followers.
That's what I mean. Like everybody,
atheist followers.
Yeah. But like even people like you'd never think that would follow him. They followed him, and then he went in and tweeted that bullshit on October 7th.
He's like, yeah, but continuing. Bro, he's sticking to the fucking thing now.
I know.
Now, one time as he's been like, okay, maybe don't bomb a campsite.
Yeah.
He's like, anything Israel does, you're like.
And then his daughter's getting into the mix.
Yeah.
What is she like? It's like, shut up. Like, no one wants to hear what you have to say.
That's the part where when you hit a certain level, when they're like, hey, here's 50 million. But, that's what they did with Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan was like, nah, bro, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yep.
That's the thing where, like you said, back to what you said, unless you've been in a fight, unless you've been hit in the face, unless you really have that male experience, it's a rare quality to be like, hey, we're going to take over this guy. Because you're going to be like, nah, they can give us, 10 million. They'll be like, for 1 year, don't talk about anything. And I'm like, okay, for 1 year, I won't, because I need that 10. But after a while, I'm going to be like, bro, I'm going to, like, nah.
You know what's crazy is, like, I think now Joe Rogan will have Trump on his podcast.
I think
after what happened. Because up until this point, he didn't, really feel a need to have him on the podcast. But now I think that he might. And if he doesn't, I got a lot of respect for Joe for being like, nah, I'm still good. You
don't want him to have Trump on?
No. I'm all for like Joe staying true to whichever decision he makes, right?
Yeah.
Whether to have him on or if he says, no, I'm not gonna have him on it, still after. So I respect his decision.
I don't think he's gonna have. I don't think he's gonna have him on. I think he's talked. He's told so many cool stories about him, and he's berated the fucking liberals so much that he's gonna be like, Like, yeah.
I like that the lead singer of Pink Floyd, he's been really
Roger Waters.
yeah.
Yeah. But he's been advocating about Ukraine too and Palestine too and they just like this is the arguably
And that dude's like 81, 80, like the same as Biden. That dude's like fucking witty, dude. Like he's still, dude, he's got it, you know?
but he's arguably the most famous rock star alive.
Yeah.
Like after Pink Floyd
The Wall.
and Ukraine and Israel, they're like he's a terrorist. Imagine the gall when you're like, every one of you guys love this guy. Let's not fucking lie. You guys, there's no one who doesn't love Pink Floyd. Either you don't know about Pink Floyd, or you love Pink. Like, what the fuck? They go, he's a terrorist. You have to kill him. He's on a kill list
He is?
for Ukraine.
Wow.
And then Israel's like, yeah, this guy's an anti-Semite, blah, blah, blah. You're like, bro, what level are you going to go against Roger Waters? You're like, what? That's that level of fucking evil. For Joe Rogan, I think he might do he might host a debate.
Yeah.
With whoever. I don't think it's gonna be Biden, but whoever's gonna be, he's like I might, but I doubt. Yeah, he's not gonna have Trump on.
I wonder if our tones and attitudes will change when we start making millions. Are we gonna be more sensitive to people's political views if they start, if a lot of the people who are paying for our...
You know, bro, I bet you were like this when you were 7 years old.
I was.
Yeah, I believe that.
But when you get older, they say you get less like combative. But we're a team, so I have to.
Yeah, we check each other.
Yeah.
So if you become less combative, I'm gonna shake you up. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is this guy?
I want you to punch me in the throat. We have to.
You know what? I think that does happen with time and age, and I think at some point in our life we'll have to go the Joe Rogan route and do some hormone therapy, because I believe that because
we're like 7 months away
from doing that.
Hormone therapy?
Yeah.
What do you mean steroids?
Yeah, or
I can't wait to get on steroids. But like, you did say we're gonna lose our hair. I don't want to lose my hair.
yeah,
yet.
I know. That's why I'm not ready for that either. So that's why we're gonna hold out.
I got off on creatine because that shit got me too big. My mom was like, "You're turning into a balloon." I couldn't fit in my clothes, so I stopped creatine and I dropped muscle mass.
Really?
They said it's water weight, but bro, I was getting cramps.
Yeah.
From the slightest movements, and it was killing me.
Oh, yeah. No, those hurt like a bitch.
But I was lifting heavier than I ever...
Oh, yeah.
And I lift less now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, they say if you do steroids, you got to fuck a lot or bust a lot. And that's too much, bro. Like, I'm a very sexual being. But like, I'll go one time, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. But like, and then I'm like, all right.
You know what? Here's a good thing, though. I think because I've lost, my fucking libido was through the roof, until a couple of years ago. And it's almost good to have that fucking libido fucking chill out a little bit, bro. Helps you focus on other things, because then your whole days, you're thinking
like
about...
paying the rent.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be careful with that because then it's gonna be like no libido, and then you're focusing on everything. So that's where your manliness comes from. I doubt you're gonna lose it because one of the reasons of why we're so close from my end is because I can sense, and I'm very good at this. I can sense that there's like this a room in your mind, in the back of your mind, that once it opens, it's a havoc hour. And if a man doesn't have that, I don't know, man. I've never. There's a particular.
What do you mean?
Like it's like a fucking wild. Like you could be a fucking pillager. You ever have that?
Like those thoughts?
Yeah.
Wait, be more specific. Like, what are you saying? Like, you think that I have it in me to like completely go buck wild, if I wanted to,
Yeah.
but I suppress it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So I said there's a room in the back of your head
yeah,
that if it doesn't remain closed, if something opens it up,
yeah,
then it's fucking Pandora's box.
yeah.
You manage that room. You're like, no one go into that room.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know where that room is.
But you manage it?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I almost beat up my dog's groomer today because he cut my dog's arm. And I had to go and pay $1,000 to get stitched. And he's like, he put skin glue. And he didn't tell me that they fucking cut my dog. And I go into the house and my dog's like shaking. It's at night. And I had to fucking
your poor dog. You just took him to the vet.
No, bro, this is my poodle. This is my main dog and the house dog. Now my fucking Doberman. I already had to fucking solve my Doberman's issue when the vet fucked him up. Now there's the groomer who's supposed to just cut his hair. Bro, I go and I grab him by the fucking shirt. I was like, hey, bro, if you don't, like, nothing happened, I'm not gonna, but I'm like, bro,
Is anyone watching?
I let him go when a customer walked in, but everyone was watching. I could see that his employees was from the window. You could see that they're. I'm like, where's the fuck is my money? You got to pay. I came out of pocket. You fucking lied to me. That's my dog. That's my family member. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to pay. I swear to God, I'm going to pay. And it's
So you didn't play stupid?
No. He was playing stupid. I was like, hey, bro, I'll smack the shit out of you. I'll smack the shit out of you, brother.
Yeah. It's because here's the thing, bro. You got to choose your route. I know, and you should know, where that, because it's either you go that way or you go this way, bro. You know what I mean?
Andy's dog grooming in Glendale in Colorado. Don't fucking take and you're fucking fuck that place. Fuck that guy.
So is he gonna give you your money back?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I took him for 2 years, but they did such a great job. And then I guess they cut my dog's arm. Fucking. Bro, and I went and I took him to every bitch who works at an animal clinic. Fine. Bro, and it's like ghetto bitches.
Yeah.
And it's like good girls. And they wear the fucking nurse thing.
Yeah. One thing that I can't handle, if a girl kisses her dog on the mouth, bro. That shit just, I can't do it. What about you? You probably don't care.
I do care.
Do you care?
Yeah, I kiss my dog on the mouth.
You do?
No. No, I don't.
Bro, I remember when I was single and I was going through the Tinder profiles and shit, and
oh my God, Tinder.
Bro, when I would see a girl, like, because they all have pictures of their animals,
white,
right? All kinds.
Never a black girl.
No, yeah. Oh, the kisses on the mouth, dude, like that. I'd be just like, I don't care how hot she was, dude. I'm like,
bro, I have screenshots of Tinder photos from like 10 years ago. One time, this chick, she had her kid next to a grave site, not a grave, like a thing when someone dies. People post way too much personal shit on their fucking like you don't even need to put that shit on your dating profile.
She was at a tombstone.
She had a baby, and then she just the baby was like the second photo was a baby. On it was like a tomb. Is that the tombstone? But like on the ground. What is that? Like it's not a tombstone, but it's a.
Yeah, tombstone.
The tombstone is when it's like standing and everything else. It's like a fucking thing with like the name.
It's a tombstone, but like horizontal.
Horizontal.
Yeah.
Why is that on your dating profile?
Yeah, that's weird.
And there was another one. I have it screenshots, but from 10 years ago. And another one is like just kissing the baby on the mouth.
Oh yeah, I see that. I see that. I see that a lot. I see that a lot.
I've never seen you so contemplative. You're like, I see that a lot.
Well, because I was looking at
you almost got in that room.
Yeah,
you almost got in that fucking room.
No,
get out of that room, Eric.
Then I was thinking like someone's gonna just think I'm like on Pornhub, like under like what do they call it when you're like going at it with your incest?
Incest,
yeah, incest. No, but yeah, that's so weird. I've never kissed my mom in the lips my whole life. I'm 49. How about you?
On the lips?
Yeah.
Nah. Nah.
It's normal for some people.
Tom Brady, bro, in the I don't know on the
mouth, dude.
The men in my family, in my culture, they're so like masculine. Like they'll tell you they love you when they're about to die.
Yeah.
Let alone she's like, hey, Dad, can I kiss you on the mouth? He's gonna.
They don't even fist bump you, right? That's too intimate.
Fist bump? No, nah. Yeah. It's yeah.
Are you gonna be a father?
I want to be. I probably am a father. I swear. In Spain and New Jersey, I know.
Yeah?
I have kids somewhere, but I want to have like officially, like I want to raise them, like, daily.
What are you waiting for?
It has to be a good girl, bro.
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready to settle down, but I'm like.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like that girl up north in California that lied about her fucking kidnapping. Did you hear about that shit?
No,
there's
a
Netflix documentary on her, The Good Wife. Oh man, and she's got the white girl crazy eyes. And this poor dude, she put him through hell.
Can we save that for the next episode?
Yeah.
Because also, I haven't seen it, but also I saw this documentary where it's called 1,000 Kids. Where
I didn't see that. How was it?
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. It's insane.
Good? Yeah.
It's
And then I still want to see that other one with Elon Musk that you recommended.
1,000 fucking kids, bro. Even more.
What's it about?
Some guy who just
Is he a doctor?
No. Oh. There's a doctor who has like 20 or 30.
Yeah. In Indiana?
In America.
Yeah.
And then, but this guy, he has like 1,000 kids all over Europe.
How'd they find out?
Testing.
23andMe?
Testing, and all the kids looked alike.
Oh, wow.
1,000, bro, in different countries.
Oh, wow.
Some fucking Danish guy. Just selling semen. And then they're like, oh, we never thought that someone would just do it so long, for so many times.
1,000, yeah.
Minimum 1,000. They're like way more than 1,000. So they made a database just for his offspring.
And dude, those offspring probably had some sort of encounter. They're probably like fucking their cousin or like brother.
They're still very young,
right?
But they said that's the main reason, so they don't fuck each other. But I mean, you know, they do that shit in the Middle East. They make you marry your fucking first cousin.
Wow.
Jews and Muslims.
Just to keep it in the family?
Jews and Muslims.
That's wild, dude. Why do they do that?
It's the family thing.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I got
Some hot cousins?
yeah,
Oh, I'm sure.
like very.
But you
Where I'm like, how retarded are the kids gonna be?
What do you think about it?
Think every night.
Yeah. And then you suppress.
Yeah, then I go, then I close that door. No, but it's like, why do you think there's like a lot of, when I used to work with autistic kids, there's like crazy amount of Persian autistic kids, Muslim and Jewish, because it's like very big in them. Also Arab, Palestinian, like direct.
Wow. And that's the result of it?
Autism? Fuck yeah. I mean, you have so many, like, that's the main.
That's the main?
Like, when I used to go to UCLA, I would see, like, a lot of Persian Jewish kids that looked alike.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't know you worked with autistic kids.
Yeah, I was a behavioral therapist
Oh, wow.
with the Boys and Girls Club of America. I used to help my mom.
Oh, your mom helped them?
She was a therapist, yeah, and I was helping with her. I didn't get licensed, but I was doing like the community, what is it, CI, where you're integrating them into the community integration. So, and then they stopped paying. But yeah, we would teach them how to not talk to strangers, stranger danger, how to get change. The hard part was like talking to their families, when a lot of like families, they would not accept them.
Really?
Yeah, they'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with my kids? You know,
They were Middle Eastern?
Middle Eastern, Asian, like everyone. But there was a lot of like non-verbal, high-functioning kids. They couldn't talk, and my mom would play the piano because she's a classically trained piano teacher. And then she would talk to them, like she would communicate with them, and they are...
Rose?
Yeah.
Rosewood?
Rosewood? Rose. My mom's name. My mom, Rosewood. Damn, bro, here's to our moms. My goodness,
No
that
doubt.
shit's...
Hey, good old Rose.
It's funny. I'm not even...
Yeah.
I'm like... I know it's funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny because I'm drunk. It's because it's like Rose. That's hilarious. I'm going to tell my mom. She's going to be like... She's going to be like, go fuck yourself. Mom, your new name is Rosewood.
So high functioning, so like really smart? Or just high functioning? There's a difference, right?
They were very aware of what's going on around them, how their families feel, how everyone feels. They just can't convey it. There would be like a 40-year-old who has the mind of a 5-year-old and who would always bite. So I would, you know, it was very, you know.
They'd bite you?
They would bite me, they would bite my mom, they would bite themselves, they would bite other people, so you'd have to like hold on. Bro, they would pay so little, bro, for imagine. It was a community they're paying fucking $13 an hour for someone who's fucking trying to punch you and bite you, bro.
Wow.
Where does the fucking money go?
Damn.
And they even paid less, so we stopped. Like,
Damn, that's why they try to pay you less?
they not tried, they did.
Fuck. How'd they justify that?
Sierra Madre Boys and Girls Club Boys Club, go fuck yourselves.
That's fucked up, man. So you're just like, yeah, fuck that.
Nah,
shit.
fuck that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like I already told my mom, I was like, that's too much, because it's such a heavy burden.
Yeah.
Because the family was in denial all the anyway. Fucking, I'll get like crazy stories for next time. How deep they are, you know, how deep. But yeah, it does. It 100% happens when when there's also autism. There was no autism in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
No autism in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then
So-
it all. Robert Kennedy, he said there was 3 lawsuits that he was a part of that settled with the families who were Jewish families, the parents were attorneys, that their kids got autism from the vaccine, whichever one of the vaccines. And then they put a precedence that said you can't sue the thing companies. That's his. Like, he has a podcast on that, on those specific lawsuits that happened in early 90s.
So he's saying it came from the vaccines?
100%. And there's lawsuits that say it. Those are good headshots, boss man.
Thanks,
Berkowitz.
There's a documentary about this lady that helped this handicapped people that can't write, right? So they would assist them in
Yeah.
writing on a keypad.
Yeah.
And then she ended up having sex with him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it was a lawsuit. The family, you know. And this is a really smart lady. She's like.
Sometimes
And
the pussy gets in the way.
yeah. No, but
Maybe.
dude, you got to check out that. I'll send you a link to that.
Did they make a movie out of it?
No, a documentary on Netflix.
About her?
Yeah.
What's it called?
So that's what I was trying to
My
look it
pussy's
up.
wet for retards?
Dude, this like you would never think like
Asperger's.
this nerdy white chick from fucking Connecticut, whatever, started helping out this black family with this guy. You know, he's like, and yeah, in her office, she just started fucking boning him.
Yeah, yeah.
But then she was saying that
Probably the kid
he
always had a
wanted
hard
it,
on.
that he was like this really smart person. She was saying that he was like really smart.
And then they're like, no, we know our kid's a retard.
Yeah, kind of. Basically,
She's like, well, you got a big ass dick.
So they sued her, and she did like 3 years in prison. And originally she was supposed to get 9, and then they cut it down to 3. But dude, like, I mean, poor guy, dude. Like, when you want him to like bust a nut,
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't a minor; he was an adult. She wasn't. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like,
I gotta watch it, and then I'll give my take.
okay,
I'm probably gonna be on the side of the kid fucking a bitch.
yeah, he wasn't a kid; he was an adult.
I mean, listen, the dad's probably gonna be like, yeah, sue her, and then the dad's gonna be like, hey, it's my son. I'm also retarded. How about you fuck me? Was she hot?
She wasn't hot, but she wasn't a slob.
1 till 10.
She was a 7. Not an LA 7, a Midwest 7.
I gotta watch it. What about the kid? 1 till 10.
Dude, he was like a -4.
How?
Yeah, he was a -4, bro. He looked like poor dude, you know? Like, dude.
What about the parents? Were the parents like cool?
No, they weren't cool because they're like, what? My kid having sex? Sue her, arrest her. They'd throw the book at her.
What about the
He
dad?
was
Was
a
the dad
minor.
like?
No, there was no dad. They were black. But the brother, not because they were black, but he had a brother, and he was like
No. Hey,
invested.
black dads
Yeah. No. So it
tend
was-
to not be there when the kid is. Even when the kid's normal.
It's hard. Even completely normal.
My dad wasn't there, and I'm
He's
not
your
black.
next fullback for the LA Rams. I'm out.
Wait, he had a brother?
He had a older brother, and he was the one that introduced
Was the older
them
brother
to-
normal?
Yeah, he was at school, and one of the ladies, his professor, had a program where she helped handicapped people, and it was something with assist, right? Because their hands are all shaky, right? So they can't communicate with people. They can't write anything down.
That's insane that they would sue her, bro.
They did, and they arrested her. Yeah.
Did they say what positions they did?
Yeah, she laid it all out how they did it.
I gotta watch it right now.
Yeah, she put a yoga mat down in the office, and she laid down, and he straddled her.
I have a bit about that where he probably turns normal when he fucks. I think all dudes turn into the same. When he's like...
It's like the opposite for us. I turn retarded. I'm like, oh, this shit's good.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I mean, the mom... I gotta watch it.
Like, I understand it. If it was a minor, dude, I understand.
How old was this guy?
He was like early 20s.
But mentally, he was adult too?
Yeah.
What's the name? What's the name of the documentary?
Something assist. It's good. It's a true story. And
Yeah.
And the brother reached out to his professor. He's a smart guy, and his professor, she helps out, handicap, and she's like, yeah, I would be willing to take a look at him, and then so basically she assists the guy to hit the keyboard to communicate, right? And then she was saying that he was communicating like, I love you. I think you're like so, and people call bullshit on it.
What that mouth do?
Yeah.
Can I get some head?
Yeah. I get some of that warm mouth.
Don't tell my mom.
No.
I want that pussy. Send.
Yeah. So, like, at first they were really excited about...
Stefan Hawking. Stefan Hawking. That's a fucking banger.
And Theo Von actually had the producer of that documentary
Get the
on his
fuck outta
podcast,
here.
and they were talking about it. Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's a cool
Let's talk about next episode because I have to
Okay.
leave at 11. But
Okay.
you just bring up these wild fucking topics. I can't stop for fucking 40 minutes, boss.
What are we going to talk about in the next episode? Because we were supposed to hit your video this week, but we're going to postpone that because the whole Trump thing threw a wrench in everything.
Yeah,
So,
fucking. Hopefully, more exciting shit happens in the world. Hopefully, we go to war.
But who?
I don't know. Canada? Alaska's us. But cheers to our 6th episode.
6 in the books, brother.